Hello and welcome to Rise of Mordor. Here's a custom battle featuring Gondor fighting the mighty Uruk-hai, the fighting Uruk-hai. If you can help me with my pronunciation of that word, let me know. I've heard a lot of pronunciations, I've listened to the video clips, but people seem to have contrasting views on what they think it actually is. But here we are right now. We've got Gondorian archers, Gondorian swordsmen, we've got the Citadel Guard, everything that you could want in your own Gondorian army. I have my own little wing over here, my companies of Attilian Rangers, and they'll be helping out too. They're waiting to strike. They're not striking yet. To let you know, I'm currently playing Attila Total War, and I'm using a modification again called Rise of Mordor. It's currently in a closed alpha where they're testing it and adding in more features. Will there be a campaign? There could be in the future. Essentially, they're not wanting to promise any one thing, which is logical. They want to work on what they can and to make what they can. But later, who knows, we could have a campaign and that would be great. But right now, we're going to wait for our enemies to come right towards us, and they're right over here. They're pretty well trained. There's a lot of them too. Yeah, these guys are no joke. I actually need to rewatch The Lord of the Rings. I remember being much younger, a preteen or teenager or whatever. I think I was a preteen. And at that point, I had watched the movies over and over and over. It all began when I was given a book by, I think, my 4th grade teacher. The Silmarillion, you know, the Bible of the Tolkien universe. And I read it over and over and over. I was infatuated with the first age and the second age, the third age, and even, you know, a few hints about the 4th age and everything else. And I just really enjoyed the sheer amount of detail that went into the world. And then, of course, later you would have the films that would come out. And I actually didn't read The Hobbit until after I read The Lord of the Rings. And then I read The Hobbit after that. Kind of a weird order to go in. Silmarillion, Lord of the Rings, and then The Hobbit. Now we have volleys being issued. Let's go find out how well they're able to defend. They have shields, and it might take a few volleys to actually strike down a few of them. They're charging ahead. Oh, to let you know, there is a forum link down below to the modification and to their development and all of that, where you can probably inquire about more if you would like to. I figured after my vacation, what would be great is coming back to Lord of the Rings for a little bit and showing you a pretty cool battle where I actually don't know what's going to happen. I'm only commanding the Attilian Rangers and one group of Swan Knights, and that is really it. I don't know if they'll come to me or not. I'll probably begin to attack too, momentarily. If I'm in range, I don't know if I'm in range. There we go, we're hitting a few pikemen. If they come at me, I'll be sure to hit them. But that is what we're going to do. Mist of blood spraying into the air, music playing, a custom soundtrack for the game. And there it all begins. I did notice like a flickering issue, but I've had that in like other Total War games too. It's happened here and there. I'm not really sure what is the cause of it. I always make sure everything is up to date. But that might, you know, rear its ugly head from time to time, to let you know. Whoa. More volleys back here. Yeah, I forgot how interesting that a lot of the concepts in Attila were. It did add a little bit more complexity to the battlefields, like all the defensive measures you could take. I do wish it was like in, you know, more recent Total War titles. It really does kind of spice things up a little bit. I definitely want more detail in the campaign map. I don't really care for simplified games at all. I mean, a lot of what I enjoy playing over long periods of time may have a little bit more complexity. It takes more time to learn, but when you do learn it, it's like, hey, I did a thing. Okay, we're going to move our rangers right behind them, where we can begin to annihilate them. I have my Swan Knights over here. They could probably go help out. I might have them charge in just a moment. But for now, I want my Rangers to go help out, and then we'll zoom back in and check out the battle. If I focus fire on one group, they're going to collapse, I mean, unbelievably fast. Let's try this out. We'll hit that group right now. Let's find out how that looks in slow motion. Only for a little bit. Tragic music as people are losing their lives right now. Here come the volleys. And they begin to drop. Not a lot of them, not yet, but there will be more volleys to come. That was part 1. Part 2 is on its way. Return of the arrow. Oh, focus fire, really? Let's go try that ability. That should be interesting. We'll have them all try it out. They're still bleeding. Uh-oh, my enemies are moving. Hopefully not too far. Where are you going, enemies? I don't know. I haven't actually used that ability before. We'll try it again. I don't know if like they need to be stationary or what. Yeah, here's my Citadel guards right now fighting. The music is really well done. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It's the first time actually hearing it. Completely new to the modification and everything. They were very kind to invite me to try it out, and I said, alright, sure. I was on vacation. No, I'm not. And I was like, okay. Good time. Good timing. They're going after my Swan Knights right now. Well, we can't have that. We're going to let the Gondorian archers go after that for now. Alright, let's go back to traditional volleys, and that should be sufficient. Okay, we're going to press play and just kind of let it play out a little bit. Wow. That is a lot of blood. If you ever want a blood carpet, there you go. I know how to get one. You can extract it. My Swan Knights will move away. My Rangers are over here accumulating a very high amount of kills right now. They're helping out by whittling down some pikes who have yet to be able to really get involved in action. Okay. It's a pretty cool sight. I think a few of them are trying to run away, or maybe they're repositioning. That could be the case too. Oh man, watching them drop like that. Pretty dramatic. Yeah, if they ever did a campaign, that would be incredible. I really nearly forgot how often I would play mods. I kind of thought about it. I was like, what did I used to do? And I used to play only mods. I mean, I didn't have a very good computer for many years, and I couldn't play like the newer Total War games very well, like Shogun at the time, like what, in 2011. But no, it was a little bit after Medieval 2 came out. I just began to play it non-stop. I was like, what, in 2006 maybe? I can't remember. But it was a while back, and I would play it all the time with the Dawn of War, with all the modifications. Third Age, of course, I mean, I was playing that for years and years and years and years. I mean, even on my channel, that was one of my first Let's Plays ever. Third Age Total War. Some pretty good stuff, man. Looks like we've won that part of the battle. That little segment, that little wing. But we have a lot more to kill. It could be slowing down a little bit. I haven't really figured out how to set things up. I have a... Well, actually, I'll have my specs down below if you're curious. I have a pretty good PC. A 1070. I've got an i7 from my CPU. But there can always be like little things, and it's Total War, so I mean, you're always going to have like little things that might be a little bit rough on your CPU or your GPU or whatever. It's probably my CPU. Okay, it's nearly time for us to charge in. I do like how the battles do last for a while. If I actually wanted to command them myself, I could potentially do interesting formations. I could charge in, charge out, and just do a lot more. It's a lot more fun to be able to watch a battle, to be able to enjoy a battle, than having to click all over the map. It becomes a battle of who is faster at clicking, and that really isn't as enjoyable. We like to be able to watch the eye candy, right? That's kind of how I view it. I'm not saying I wanted to just kind of like stand still the entire time and do nothing, but being able to watch things is rather enjoyable and potentially a part of the game. Otherwise, why would you need the game to look beautiful? Why would you even care to try that hard? They have only pikes right now. If I charge over here too far, that'll be tough for me to deal with. Wouldn't mind going after their leader eventually. Let's go charge over here after their infantry. I'm gonna trample right now. Swan Knights are now moving in to go after the Uruk-hai infantry. And here we go. I wonder if there's a way to get rid of that little bit of text there. on the lower right and the lower left. I don't know. If there is, you can let me know. That would be cool. I would like to know. Oh, we're moving into some pikes. We cannot have that. We already know that. I've killed over 100 already in that charge. That charge alone destroyed them. But no, I mean, if what I'm playing right now is any indication, I will definitely be able to have some very interesting fights, very difficult fights too, if there was ever a campaign. If there's like anything that you ever want me to play or try, or a theme for a mod in terms of a battle, let me know. Feedback is always good. I enjoy feedback. I've come to enjoy it quite a bit. And learning what other people like. Yeah, I mean, I always do what I like, but at times it's kind of cool to try new things based on what other people suggest. Adds a bit of variety. It's kind of how I view it. Okay. We could probably go over here and help out, but hold on. Where could we actually help out? They'll probably begin to break eventually. I mean, they're losing so much. But actually, if I get my rangers directly behind them, yeah, the enemy leader is dead, and that's when they really begin to fall apart. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's when you know we've gotten them. Swan Knights are now moving in to help mop up the opposition. We'd probably come over here and hit them from behind again. Quickly, too. Yeah, that was very responsive. I mean, they immediately charged in. That was really good. Though we weren't in a proper formation, and we could be trapped from behind. Oh, fortunately, they are issuing volleys over here. I don't know why I'm saying issuing, such a weird way to phrase it, but I usually pick up like really weird phrases that I'll say like, over and over. I've been trying to watch out for that. And there we go, we've won the battle. The battle is over. The fighting Uruk-hai could not do it. They could not muster the strength to take on the might of Gondor, and naturally the help of the very skilled and talented Athelian Rangers, not to mention the powerful charges of the Swan Knights too. I could use a cup of good wine. It's always funny when they like slump over as they begin to move. But that is the battle. Just go check out the screen over here. We lost only 9. We were able to get a lot of kills. Perfect music for the outro. Okay, well, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like. It lets me know that you enjoyed it. And if you let me know what you like about it, maybe I can replicate that in the future. If there's anything that you think I could do better in terms of commentary, in terms of the video, let me know about that. Or if there's anything that you want me to try, again, let me know down below. I do read my comments every day. And I look forward to making more videos for Rise of Mordor, maybe a few skirmish battles too, or maybe cooperative things if people ever want to. Alright, well, again, as always until then,